Throw a hat on. Throw the Rangers hat on. All right, week 12 or week 13, last game of the regular season. Gonna be a tough one going into Kyle Field, taking on the Aggies. 7-4, 4-3 in conference play. Look at them real quick. '88 overall, pretty good. Lost to Texas State, my Bobcats. LSU got killed. Kentucky came in and beat them. At Georgia, impressive win. Tennessee killed them. 2 ugly losses. Really three ugly losses, but beat Ole Miss last time out. You know, these guys are going to be coming. We're probably in the playoff regardless, but for seeding purposes, I mean, we'd love to obviously win this game, go to the SEC championship, win that game, get a first round bye, and be a really high seed. Or you don't want to fall to the pack of these teams, you know. But even if we do drop this one, it's not the end of the world. Take a look at the conference standing. Miami. It's a really good conference, the American. 4 ranked teams, wow. Colorado, Dion. 2 undefeated teams in the Big Ten, wow. 2 West Coast teams. Where's Ohio State? 5-6? Oh my gosh. And Michigan? Notre Dame up there. We lost to Georgia big time on the road. You know, it was really the quarterback bugs his first real road game. I think he's going to be much better today now that he has that experience. Yeah. Florida, huh? They lost 4 in a row. Recruiting wise, things are pretty much spoken for. I don't even know if we're really going after anybody else. Just a couple guys, but we don't really need to mess with it. Let's look at A&M's roster. Ruben Owens, the running back, could be a problem. They got Reed, redshirt senior day for A&M. Going to present a big challenge. That backfield. Good O-line. Gonna have to block 15 on the edge. Fifteen's really explosive off the edge. Jernigan's pretty good. Another senior on senior day. Do we want them to just come out and whip us up like Georgia did on the road? Or do we want to come out and put up a fight this time on the road? That's kind of my message to the team this week. .37 the punter. Not a good omen for us. So what kind of scheme are they running? Pro style 4-2-5. Okay. Quarterback run. All right. Yeah, I think pretty much ready to roll.
When you see a car, you can find it on Auto Trader. Even my TV detective car. Just put your info in the...
Just classic. I think that's what we roll with. They won the toss, deferred. All right, ready to roll. Let's go, boys.
Howdy. That's the greetings in these parts, and when you come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
Let's go, boys.
Texas A&M.
Just silence this crowd early.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense takes the field. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
What the defense reads will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where his man coverage is open, his zone coverage is open, his double coverage is open. Throw that guy the ball.
You think the fans are ready for this one? The boot's shaking underneath this guy. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Just the ability to move the chain, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
And from a Sooner offense, because at least they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Got his man quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the Sooners line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Aggies offense has its first opportunity of the day. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right. As a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy in the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of the best safeties in the nation. He likes to play people out.
And roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes. And he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
They'll go to the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. To the air, it's Reed. Heaves it deep. Oh, and he gets down.
Oh, wow.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Aggies look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. He's right on target. This offense has a 2nd down play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Defense were always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking the football and force the incompletion.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires toward the end zone.
There we go.
And swatted down by the defense.
Good coverage.
The scoring opportunity.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but
good coverage
by the defenders, seeing the football and swatting it away.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
They'll ride the hot hand. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Sooners will hustle to the line. He'll do it himself. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This is an offense that has a chance to be one of the better rushing attacks in the country at the end of the year because of the athleticism of this quarterback. You're going to see this guy do damage with his legs this year.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Mitchell.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
After that last completion, it's second down. Power football with the run. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The back goes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line.
Fuck yeah, Vigil. I love it.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Getting some heat. And it's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball.
Fucking shit.
And that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. You got to hold on to that football.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Reed.
A little close, a little too close for comfort, but I'll tell you what, quarterbacks got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots, when they're throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
How is that not a safety? I mean, he's tackled in the end zone.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. They'll try the run. Fakes his man out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Big fullback's got it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Personal foul.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. As 1st and 10. On the move, it's Bridges.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. It has been all
tough SEC football so far.
First quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that.
I like what we're doing though. We'll see if their quarterback's injured.
Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd.
A&M is so weird.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll be brought down.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He worked his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting this touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Logan for some time. They're up 14 over San Diego State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. first down here for the offense. They'll leave it with him. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. They're facing a 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Reed. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything from them moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the Sooners get enough for the 1st down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
It's just simple 1st down runs, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Now the play fake. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by play action. Oftentimes the offense are hoping to run things to slow down those pass rushers. Oh man, they had their ears pinned down.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Hope. And the pressure is and flag.
Hold open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Wants to bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's
Conrad.
football. You can tell. Gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air. It's Reed. Safe completion on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
This is back up the hill, moving to his left. Buddy Mitchell's got so much talent, right? He's just got that one win back. It was now the Conquers in all those years ago.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. He's going to pass. Punt in the backfield, it's Smith. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run at that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They're trying to get to him. He'll pull it down. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offensive momentum. Now on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county.
Oh, interception. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Picture perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up with an opportunity to get some points on the board quick.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Gets it out quickly. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked it down so quickly.
And what a nice job seeing it, reacting it. When you run these RPOs, you got to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing right? Okay. Boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
From the gun, try to impose their running game. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown!
Let's go, boys.
The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position.
Let's go.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Ohio is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Bobcats have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to UMass. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Offense set on first down. Looking to move it through the air.
How many times are they going to run this halfback screen? It's at least the third time they've run that.
Turning in a big moving the sticks for a first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down and a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. You're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Reed. Fires to the tight end. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
That's it. Thank you.
That's caught. It's Smith. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. He's got his man. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have 1st and goal.
You need balance when you got a guy like this. You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Offense in an empty set. He wants to pass it on second down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop.
All right, we'll take it at half.
It didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
We'll take it at half.
Nah, and you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in College Station. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down, how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think again, if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy step. Take those easy throws to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Conrad Spain is a fucking stud.
We've seen this guy punt it today. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They go to the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
They'll throw it on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
He's back to throw on second down. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. We're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
The give to the tailback. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chain. Catch in the middle. It's Owens. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Oh, there's the ball! How in the world did the offense retain possession?
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball support.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
When you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll park it at the 39. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
To the air, it's Reed. Swings it out to the flat. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy
Let's just run the ball.
To get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And he muffs it. It's loose. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
Returners don't get any shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. You got to take care of the football, big fella.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make the play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Motion from the offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the Sooners will keep this drive going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave us nothing around.
You've got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Sooners will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple of throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Reed. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
It's so important in football that wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page. They're understanding where I got to get to get the first down. Great job understanding where that marker was. Great execution, first down.
After that completion, move the chains. Now 1st down. Looking for room. It's Owens. Can't get him to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Your four's up. Been a tough battle. Defensive game.
On top. But take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Fires one high deep. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just a...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rolls up, keeping its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And this
back to back for Smith. I love it.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on second down. You better be very careful about this third down play call.
Third and goal coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's fourth and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Missed it. Oh.
Kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you.
Come on, offense. Let's go get a score here.
Florida Atlantic took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Boca Raton. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense stopped him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the snap.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
They've got to lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. He's looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
Down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Got it behind the lines. It's Mitchell. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turn.
I like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. Just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Makes the grab. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown,
Boomer.
That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5, and the returner is stopped. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up-and-hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those cheap shots.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Really nice job to get him past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short. But the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Pretty good job of running to get to there to the 32. The Aggies are in the hurry up. Back to throw. He's got it down the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They get to the line quickly. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Finds his man. It's Owens. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with a 15-yard pickup.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Had a nice job working in the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and can get the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Finds a little time with his feet. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Back to pass, it's Reed. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Using the quick game. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. This is hard for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go. A great job by this offense getting you back in the ball. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get.
Come on, D, you got this.
So the first part of the job is done. They got the touchdown. Now for the 2 to make it a field goal game. They'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now
kick.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in the situation?
And just know, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue to play well after that big run now.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This is a pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this. Stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring
Let's go, Tatum. Big time run. Big time run by Tatum.
Get the ball back and save as much time as
Oh my gosh, that was big time.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. And it looks like the Sooners will just take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence?
Oklahoma football wasn't pretty, but we got the win on the road in a tough environment, one of the toughest in the game.
Maturity and experience matters. This team has
turned the ball over.
Snaps, they've seen a lot.
Gave up. Defense was really good. Just gave up 2 touchdowns at the end of the halves.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer, David Pollack. I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another
They outgained us.
EA Sports College Football.
We were better on third down. Time of possession. Better penalties. Just better program. Just a program win. Bugs was nothing special through the air, but he managed the game. Had that 1 fumble. It's 2 fumbles, actually, but recovered one of them. Tatum was awesome, man. And so was Vigil. Vigil was really good. Conrad Spain was everywhere. 4 tackles for loss. Good shit to go in on senior day and the 12th man come out the win. You'll take that every time. See if we get a rematch of Georgia in the SEC title game. Number 2 in the country now. Alabama. Oregon beat me in the title game last year. So we're back 1-2. Heading into conference championship time. All right, we'll cut the stream there. Good shit. Boomer soon.